Next up on the 2025 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Fairview Warriors football team. We've got head coach Sean Rance following a 7-4 year with the Warriors making the playoffs for the first time in a long time. So, Coach, congrats on that. But give us a quick preview. What can we expect out of the Warriors this season?
Appreciate it. Yeah, last year was a good year. Kids really stepped up and took a step forward into making the playoffs for the first time in 24 years and only second time in school history. But this returning class and returning sophomore and junior class as well, they're not satisfied with just making the playoffs. We want to advance this year. Fight for a conference championship that we haven't had since 2011. So we've had a great off season. These guys have been grinding all camp so far in August, and we're looking forward to get things going against Clearview in 10 days.
Yeah, I was looking back too. It's pretty impressive. That was your first winning season since 2013 and only the second since 2002. So it's been a long time for Fairview to have that kind of success. How do you keep these guys from looking too far ahead just to say, hey, we did it last year. They've got to take it one game at a time this year. How do you get them to make sure they do that and focus on the right things?
It's coach talk, but it is 1-0 season every week, and these guys have been really focused on Clearview. And yeah, we have season goals, but we can't get to those season goals unless we start, week one with a win, and then we'll go from there. So they do a good job staying level-headed and just looking at at the closest game we have, and and after that game, we'll worry about the next one and so forth for the 10-game schedule.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk to the guys. We'll start right to your left. For the folks at home, introduce yourself. Name, grade, and what positions are you going to play this year?
So my name is Mason Woodworth. I'm a senior, and I'm going to be playing outside linebacker and slot.
All right, coming in senior year, you had a great year last year. What's the goal to kind of build off of last season?
The goals for this year, obviously try to win, obviously all 10 games, make it to the playoffs. But past the 2 years prior, unfortunately, I got injured sophomore year. I was injured part of last year. So honestly, this year I'm just trying to stay healthy, contribute as much as I can on both sides of the ball. Just hopefully we can bring home a conference title and then get a few playoff wins under our belt.
When you guys locked up that playoff berth last year, what was the attitude around campus?
It was just like everyone was like super excited. Like the whole community just kind of like was like rallied behind us because like obviously it's something we haven't done for a while. So like the whole community was just backing us, and we were just super excited. Look, looking to head out to Liberty Benton. We had the cop car like what's the word, escorting us out of the parking lot, sending us to Liberty Benton. It was a lot of fun.
That's pretty sweet. How different is this year's team compared to last year?
Last year I feel like it was like obviously we had JR at wide receiver. He kind of was the star of the show. I think this year we're a lot more well-rounded. We have a lot of guys at like all the positions that can score the ball when they need to and do what they got to do to win games. So I think we'll be a lot more well-rounded. It's gonna be fun.
Last one for you is just give me a breakout player on each side of the ball. Someone you think is going to have a big year, and tell us why.
Breakout player. I think on offense, probably Will Allen. He's playing slot this year. Super athletic. He played corner last year, but he's playing slot and safety this year. I think he's gonna have a good year on offense. And then defense, I'm gonna say Savion Harris at safety. He's been doing a great job at practice, like playing his role really well, like rolling down when he has to, seeing the ball, getting to the ball carrier. He's doing a really good job. I think he's gonna have a great year at safety.
Outstanding. Good luck to you this fall. Let's go directly to Coach's right. For the folks at home, name, grade, and positions.
My name is Savion Harris. I play wide receiver and safety.
All right,
And
Savion
I'm gonna be
coming in.
playing.
Oh, go ahead. All right, so yeah, coming in. How different does this offense look? Losing some kids to graduation last year, some new faces in the lineup. What are we going to see out there on Friday nights?
To be honest, I wouldn't expect any different. We graduated a few guys, but the younger guys that were there before are ready to step up and contribute, and it's just everybody on the team is excited to compete.
How is the chemistry being developed between you and your quarterback?
It's great. I've played with him since middle school, so just getting the reps outside of practice. Coach when the summer days when we weren't having camps and we would just lift. We'd all the skilled guys would go out after practice and get those reps in, just so that we were all on the same page.
Last year was a culture changing type of season for Fairview. How do you build off of that?
Um, just doing the little things right. You can't get too complacent. It was a big year. It was exciting for not only us, but the whole community of Fairview. So I think building off of that, just to be mentally locked in and make sure that you have the little steps. And if you have the little steps down, the big things will come eventually.
As a wide receiver, who's the toughest DB you have to go up against in practice?
Um, the toughest DB. I'd probably have to say Cal Rice. He's lengthy. He's a tall. He's not afraid to get hands on. So he's definitely giving me a challenge, and getting those one-on-one reps is sharp. Iron sharpens iron. So it's definitely been great at practice.
And give me your breakout players, offense, defense, and tell us why.
Offense, I'm gonna have to go with LaMarcus Clark. Towards the end of the year, he had a few breakout games. Scoring 3 rushing touchdowns, a lot of yards. So, and getting that varsity experience from last year going into his junior year should be a great breakout season for him. And on defense, I'm gonna have to go Mason Woodworth, just because last year and the year before that he got injured, and I think he's ready to shake some things up this year. Not a lot of guys have seen him, so I think it'll be cool to share that field with him. And yeah,
Outstanding. All right, good luck to you this year. Let's go to your right. Name, grade, and positions.
My name is LaMarcus Clark. I'm outside linebacker, running back. I'm a junior this year.
How did last season inspire you and your teammates to work even harder this season?
Last season, obviously we go in the first round, we lose. But I think this year that really motivated us to want to go to the playoffs and drive way more further than we did last year.
What's your running style? What do you bring to the field?
What I bring to the field, very angry runner, I would say.
I
Like to
like
run
it.
through a lot of people. I could juke every once in a while, but I like to run through a lot of people.
Is there a pro or a college running back you try to emulate? Say Barry
Um,
Sanders, and you're number one in my book.
a pro running back I like to say is Saquon Barkley. He's a very tough running back. I try to like go off basically like his run style and stuff like that.
You got the hurdle move down pat yet?
Nah, further in the season though, yeah,
All
probably.
right.
Yeah.
What's one thing people are going to be surprised about when they look at Fairview's defense this year?
One thing they're gonna be surprised is that we're not really gonna let up a lot of points. I think our defense is very stable. Like our defensive line is really aggressive, great getting to the ball, stopping the run, and our safeties are just amazing. Going up for it, stopping passes, and being great at everything.
All right, and give me your breakout players. One offense, one defense, and tell us why.
On offense, I have to give it to probably Raiden Frazier. He's coming in this year as a junior wide receiver. I really think he's gonna have a breakout year. He's been slept on for the past 2 years. So, but for defense, I have to say one of our defensive linemen, Danny O'Neill. Last year he had an amazing tackle at the end against Crestwood, saving the game. So, yeah.
All right, well, good luck to you this fall. Coach, we'll go back to you. Just looking offensively, defensively, what kind of philosophies do you have? What do you try to do on both sides of the ball?
Offensively, we're going to a little bit more spread this year, a little bit more 10 and 11 personnel. We've been option football the past few years, but with these guys next to me and, Burke Lowry returning as a 4-year starter at quarterback, I think we have some athletes on the outside that we need to get the ball to. So spreading out teams puts us in our advantage. And then defensively, we're going to stay in our base 3 front, but we have a lot of speed at the backers and secondary position. So, we're going to try to use that to our advantage and, be very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking at the talent you have, obviously there are some newcomers. Who are some of the guys that have been impressive in the preseason?
Yeah, I mean, newcomers in the preseason, we've had Jay Raylis on the outside. Has had a really, really good camp. George McAleer up front as a sophomore has really stood out on the offensive line. Defensively, we had some guys that contributed last year. Jackson Habishaw, Danny O'Neill. that have kind of, fortified their starting positions up there up front. Grayson Hewitt, who was kind of an edge specialist last year for us on defense, is now, a great middle linebacker. So the new faces have gotten experience on Friday nights, and now it's their turn to, start and shine on Friday nights.
And then last one for you is just define success for the team this year.
Successful season. Obviously, we have our goals is just to keep these kids growing individually as people, not just on the football field, but in the classroom. And these guys, every single year, we've had better GPA as a team, and just really looking forward to taking that next step on the field. But for these guys to continue to grow in the classroom and in the community.
Outstanding. All right, Coach. Well, congrats again on last season, and appreciate you and the guys taking some time out of the day to preview the season, and I wish you the best of luck this fall.
Thank you. Appreciate it.